speaking of 76,
Come on.
the Queen's old.
The Queen?
Okay,
The
great.
Queen of England?
Yeah, she's old.
Is she still...
She's like 90.
I thought
5.
What's it, Queen Elizabeth?
My great
The
grandfather's still older than that.
6th?
What did they even
She's
do?
91.
What did they do?
She just beats the Queen.
The Queen is like a...
Is the king still
figurehead.
kicking or not? The king's still
No,
kicking?
King died a long time ago.
The Queen is a figurehead and kind of
luxury.
does...
They're rich from being rich before, and they just kept the richness over years.
They live in life of luxury.
And they have the house and everything.
Uh,
It's more or less they were lucky enough to like not get beheaded.
I completely forget that they have a monarchy over there.
They don't.
They don't.
It's just a figurehead. They just chill out.
Yeah, there's no
still
governmental
considered...
role.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, they just chill out.
They don't make any decisions?
No.
They can influence.
They have influence.
They have like
because they're rich. And
Pretty much they're like really like... They're like the high end of lobbyists.
Really?
Yeah.
because they used to be king.
So they're not the ones that like make
Nope,
the
that's
decisions.
they don't
Parliament.
make the decisions.
Yep, that's
Oh.
Parliament, which is Senate more or less.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And
I,
they have
I,
a prime minister as like the
The
president.
prime minister's like the president. Parliament's like the Senate, and the Queen's like big old lobbyists, and like pretty much
so
you do what I tell you to
when
do.
the queen dies, is that Prince Harry becomes king? Is that the way it works?
I don't know.
Charles.
Oh, Charles, sorry. What did I say? Henry?
Yeah, you said
Harry?
Harry. Those are farther down the line.
Oh, okay.
I think those are Charles's sons.
So there's someone will take over.
They're like great princes.
Charles.
Do you get a pay raise when you become king and queen?
No, you don't get paid. You just are. They're just like
You
rich.
get the
They're
fucking
just rich.
title.
Imagine.
They've just been rich for generations.
Here's a good example.
Are they
right?
the ones that knight people?
Yes.
That doesn't even matter then. I thought this whole time they were actual kings and queens.
Here's a good example.
So it doesn't.
I'm sorry. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And this whole time, you thought they were actually...
They actually
I-
are kings and queens,
They
though.
are, but they don't do shit. He thought they did shit.
I swear to God, I was sitting over here.
He thought the kings and queens were giving order to the military.
Are you
Absolutely.
fucking serious?
I thought.
What about Winston Churchill? Like,
I-
what do you think? He was just a jack off, like in World War II, and the Queen was like,
He was the most badass motherfucker they
he was
had.
the prime minister in World War II.
I couldn't even tell you what Winston Churchill did. I couldn't even begin to tell you. I just thought the king and queen was the one sending people everywhere.
Have you ever heard the movie The King's Speech?
Yeah,
Okay,
I've heard of it. I didn't see
Okay,
it.
all right.
I don't.
So we all know John.
We got some education to do on our off time.
go
here.
home, go to Amazon, buy a book that is the history of Britain, and you'll figure out when the monarchy ended for them.
When did it end?
Mm,
Well, it had to be recent, like the last 10, 20 years.
No.
Oh,
Right?
No.
In my life?
No.
It wasn't in your lifetime. It wasn't in your mother's lifetime. It wasn't in your grandmother's lifetime.
Was it in the 1900s?
I think no.
So why do they call him king and queen? This is bullshit. I was bamboozled.
They
It was
keep
like the
title, but
1800s.
They don't have any governmental role.
Imagine
whatsoever.
this. So here's what happened. The revolution. When was it actually? Because I want to say 1800s is when it.
That's what I was
The
thinking.
monarchy basically started losing material power with King John of England signing the Magna Carta in 1215.
Oh, 1215. Yeah, but that's beginning of the slope.
Yes.
Because
Wait, I saw it's Queen
Columbus
Elizabeth.
sailed the
Beginning of
ocean
the end
blue
of
in
absolute-
1642.
Hold on.
Sorry.
The beginning of the end of the absolution in royal rule in England. This was 149 years after the Norman conquest under William I.
When was that?
So
When did the king stop ruling the country?
I'm just confused here. So they just have the title.
Okay, here's
They don't make any decisions.
Here's a way to think about
Picture
it.
President Trump,
Yes.
but he's got that position, but no power.
That is a
whatsoever.
horrible example
See,
because we
that's-
elected him.
See, I
Kind of.
can't. I can't even imagine that because Trump can do whatever he wants. Well, he gets
He's
checked
got
and balances.
money. He's got the money to do whatever he wants. But picture he's got no power whatsoever. Given
So
to him.
you're just a king. You can just go around saying you're king and queen, but you can't just send people off to
Right.
fight for you.
No.
Elizabeth II is a
Got this whole
constitutional.
time.
Hold up. Is a constitutional monarch. That is, she is Britain's head of state, but her executive powers are limited by constitutional rules. Her role is mostly symbolic. She represents Britain on state visits and ceremonial occasions.
So she's like an ambassador.
That is so stupid. So she can't just start wars and
No.
shit.
No.
I
No!
thought-
The president can't start wars.
I have been saying for 26, almost 27 years that if we had a monarchy like Britain, we wouldn't go to war.
You see, when you said that though, the fucked up thing is I thought you were joking,
No.
and I've heard you say that,
I
and
thought
I wish 10 20 years
Which
ago,
one-
I
which
said
one is
something
real?
to you. Because
like, really real.
now
Not
I
like
look
John
like-
real, but like real.
now I look like the
So,
asshole for
we gotta
supporting
write
you
this one
when
down.
you said that.
Alright.
Nobody told me. You're telling me, and everyone thought I was kidding. When I swear on my life, I thought that it was the Queen sending and signing people to war and stuff.
Oh
I
my
thought that's why we don't mess with her, because she could just say, "That's it, go fight
No,
for me."
because they're our oldest fucking ally that has supported us in every goddamn decision we've made.
So she can't sign off on wars.
No!
Oh.
Well, this is news to me.
When did they actually lose full power, though, is my question.
It had to be like 20.
It had- it was-
2002. It had to be.
It was after Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
That's like a,
British monarch with power.
Thank you.
I don't even know. I'm absolutely I'm appalled.
Okay,
and shocked.
here is a good way to think about it.
So Sir Elton John is really just someone who got
He got knighted.
He got
He got
knighted.
knighted.
he got touched by a stick
Yep.
by a rich person.
Yep.
Yes.
So they should say that. They shouldn't make it
That's
sound.
what sir means.
No. Sir comes from someone who could send people off to war and build moats and shit. They can't build moats.
Build
Can they
moats?
Can they
You
build
think
moats?
Sir Elton John's gonna be in the, or Sir Patrick fucking
I-
poop major-
This whole time, I thought that Sir Elton John did something for the Queen, like personally, like
like
protected
licked her
her.
vagina? Like,
No.
what do you think?
Something that deserves a sir-ing from a monarch.
What deserves a sir?
Yeah, what deserves a sirring?
Building
Go-
a moat, or going to war.
That's what the English Channel is. It's a
Building
giant moat.
Sounds like a peasant's job. Honestly.
That's a peasant's job. That's a borderline slave job in the day.
If someone built me a moat, I would knight them. Okay.
Yeah, and that wouldn't mean shit.
It doesn't mean shit now because the king and queen doesn't do anything. Okay, basically, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are king and queen. That's what I'm saying.
No!
They're ambassadors.
That's not what it is. Okay, here's a good example. All right, ready? Gonna fucking blow your mind. So whenever that happened and England lost their ruler, right? They reestablished a new government. Okay,
Yes.
and they're like, we're gonna have a monarch, or not a monarchy. We're gonna do democracy-ish things. Okay?
Okay.
They're like, well, what do we do with the king and queen?
You kill them off or something.
That's what they did in France, and they guillotined everyone. Remember that? The French
I keep
Revolution?
forgetting that Britain's
Let them
not.
eat cake.
Let them eat cake, which they don't actually know if she said that or not. There's actually some historical back and forth. Anyways, as I was saying, they did that in France. They just beheaded everyone. They beheaded the royal family and everything.
Yeah.
Okay? They didn't want to do that in Britain. They're like, no, we're not savages like the French.
Okay, they're just liars.
No, they're
They
not
lied to
liars.
me.
They're not liars, okay? Well, actually, they kind of are.
So
they said the queen
why
didn't
did it
jump out of
matter
the
when
room.
the one queen
Queen.
died in the car crash?
I mean, the
Princess.
Diana?
Yeah, why did that matter?
Because
She
it
was
was,
a famous fucking
she was
person.
famous.
But she wasn't like gonna make decisions.
And they also, it was a paparazzi thing. They were driving next to her, flashing cameras.
Yeah.
And
I'm
they,
just saying, R.I.P. to Princess Diana. I feel for her, but
no, you don't, because she's dead.
it's okay. She wasn't that big of a deal in hindsight because she wasn't gonna send anyone to war or build moats. She wasn't gonna do anything.
What?
What the
I
fuck
gotta
is up
stop
with
you.
the moats, man?
Exactly.
That's what
I
king-
gotta stop about the moat.
Kings and queens build moats.
No, they don't.
They have castles. They need moats. Do they even have a?
castle? Doesn't mean you need a goddamn moat.
Do they have a castle?
24th, 1603.
1603?
Thank you.
It stopped being a monarchy.
Yeah.
That's when they really did.
That's
lose
like
power.
500 years. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was off by 200.
Okay, I just want to go ahead and say this live. Geneseo public schooling is horrible because they never in
He's
literally
not wrong. They
in
don't tell you that.
12
I had to
years of
research it myself.
schooling.
They taught us in York.
They didn't tell us
Well,
at
in
Geneseo.
Geneseo, 12 years of schooling, guess what I learned? Nothing. Nothing as far as anything in Britain goes. And they're the sophisticated country. If I would have went to Britain, I would have looked like a jackass and would have ended up on British YouTube as the
He's not wrong.
dumbass guy.
He's not wrong.
Who's this dumbass American who thinks the queen has power?
I'm speechless. I'm so mad right now.
I just thought of something too. We know all about Mesopotamia.
Yeah, I can tell you all about Mesopotamia. I can
We
tell
know a
you.
rap behind it, man.
I know fucking where the soot sits in the Nile River. I know all of the. I know how Egypt came to be. I knew about all of this. But you're telling me I didn't know one of our oldest allies, King and Queen, wasn't running shit. I had no idea. This whole time. No wonder my mom thinks I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I don't know what's.
I can't wait for